Hey, everybody, we are live. Let me tell you, it goes without saying how excited I am. I won't use, she needs no introduction. Everybody, welcome our dearest gospel singer, our fave, Tamela Mann, to the Loretta McNary Show. Hey, Tamela.
Hello, Loretta. Good to see you again.
You too. Your phone kind of flipped.
Oh, we did. Oh, this is
Yeah,
making me so
there
mad.
we go. Okay.
Okay.
It's going to want to flip. We're all going to want to flip because this conversation will go there because you are so inspiring. So I'm just going to jump right to it. I love working for me. And I was kind of confused when I heard the intro the very first time. But after that, I fell in love with it. I'm like, she is a genius. So tell us about that whole process because
Well,
that's new.
well, that is new. It is new, but we just did a little twist with adding country because I am a country girl. Grew up country with chickens and knowing about feeding hogs, pigs, whatever you want to call them. Know all about all of that. But my producer came to me, Phil Bryan, and he's like, "I got this different sound, Mom. I want you to hear." I was scared. I was a little like, but I like it. So, but I had just my 23 year was a trying year, so I was able to just go actually just talking to the Lord, talking to them, and with her, another young lady, Tia, that helped write on the project, and we were just crossing together, just with everything, and we came up with working for me, and because the Lord is truly working in my favor and working on my behalf of fixing and turning things around, and that's what we how we came about with it.
Oh my goodness. I'm so blown away by that song. Everything about it. I don't generally get into much of the music because it'll take me probably months before I hear then somebody, you hear the drums? Did you hear that second or whatever it is? But I immediately noticed it had that flow of the country western. And with you being from Texas, I think it's apropos, right?
Right. Look, my accent, my southern drawl is right there. But I'm so excited about it. And we did, I did some country music on our love project that me and David did together, Mason Jar, which I kind of tapped into it and kind of tried, did with the little twang on the voice and everything. But this time it's like I said, I want to sing it without really sounding totally country. But I love the fact of you get the banjo, you get the fiddle, but we really kept it country, but yet gospel. Cause it's like as the song goes and progresses on, we get like, hey, we just go old time church.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, if people just get past that, if you, because I'm a country music fanatic, I was raised on country music. My mom, because Sunday, it was like that was the only music we could listen to on Sundays, other than gospel was country. I don't know how she rationalized it, but she did.
Because they a lot of their lyrics are talking about God. When you really sit and listen to it, they do have a lot of reference towards the cross and toward Jesus. So I mean, it really is. They're very spiritual in their writing.
Yes, and I'm telling you, that's the only thing we can listen to. So it's an entire project, but that single released June 20th. But you have, I'm telling you, it's like you've always been. I don't think you've ever been in like a cocoon, but it just seems like you have every year you just blossom. It's like you go from strength to strength, from glory to glory, and then you it shows up in your music. And then I'm always, how can she beat that? Because I'm still, how can you beat Take Me to the King? And I can only imagine nobody but you. Nobody but you.
And that's what at first I was Loretta. I was little leery because my last two albums with One Way and Overcomer, it's kind of like I got put. A lot of the announcers were putting me in a box, and I was like, y'all, I can't do a whole concert with slow music. I have to have some upbeats, and I want to be able to reach the masses, not just a certain age group. I want to be able to reach everybody and have something for everybody. So at first I was like really hesitant to even go with this as my first single. Then I just told my whole team, I said, y'all, we doing it. I said, I'm just trusting God, and we're just stepping out on faith. And when I just asked the Lord, I said, Lord, give people itchy ears to want to hear and to understand the message that's being sent, that you are with us. And your scripture says that he's with us. And I mean, those that love him were called according to his purpose. And we have a calling, we have a purpose. And I just want people to remember that you do have a call and you have a reason to live. You have a reason to fight for those things that you know that it's right. So that's kind of how the album is going. The title is Live, Breathe, and Fight, to the record that'll be dropping this fall. And I'm just letting people know that I'm trying to live again. And then I know heaven is my destiny. That's why I'm living. When I say breathe, I'm breathing every breath with purpose. And when it comes to fight, I'm fighting for the victory in all things that I'm working toward and working on. If it all means good to God and glory to God first, hey, I'm fighting for it.
Absolutely. And you were doing so many concerts. You were with this group and you came through Memphis a couple of times last year. You were everywhere. You all were doing like two cities every 3 days or something. When in the world did you have time to write, to be a wife, a mom, and to do your cooking with Tamela and Man TV? You are a unicorn. Can you please give us the secret?
Well, really, I just try to base it all, but some days and some weeks did get cluttered. So when it came to this album, honestly, I've never did it because at the end of the year, we were filming Assisted Living. The top of the year, they asked us to come back and film some more. So it's like I had planned to just work on music at the top of the year, but that didn't happen. So when I came home from like the end of February, after we finished the tour of last year, I finished the tour and went straight into filming. So, and plus two, we was going through that strike. So that was a crazy 6 months where I couldn't do anything affiliated with television in no way, me and my husband. So that was a rough patch, but God has provided. When I tell you he's a keeper, guys. He's a keeper. He's a sustainer. If you just trust him and not waver in your faith, I mean, God will come through. So that's for whoever's watching and listening. God will come through if we just trust him. So I just kind of pushed everything. So actually March, me and my team, the producers that I work with, Phil Bryant, Von Hill, we wrote, between writing and them putting music together, we did like 13 songs in like 3 weeks.
What?
I mean,
did you say 33 songs?
No, 13 songs.
That's still crazy. 13 songs in 3 weeks.
Yes, because normally it takes you several months just to get the first song. I was like, y'all, I'm on the time schedule. We got it. I promised Daddy. I called David Daddy. I said, I promised him a single. So y'all, we gotta be ready by such and such time. So it's like I was just pounding, and I worked with the musicians, I work with the writers, I work with the producers. It's like I was in every room talking with David in the office for the other stuff, that's the other behind the scenes stuff that I normally don't be affiliated with. So putting it all together. So I was really everywhere. I have been really tired, but the Lord has just really given me strength through it all. And he sent me, like one pastor friend of mine, she said, the Lord will send you help. And the Lord sent me some good help, even when it came to reading the lines, learning lines for the assisted living, where I had a friend of mine that lives in San Antonio. She was on the phone with me every night and some days reading lines with me, because we were shooting 3 shows in one day. Wow. It was incredible. But then some of the days I didn't have to be at each show. So that helped me, gave me a little time. But it was incredible. It was crazy. It was insane. But we got it done. And I've been doing, like this past week, I've been doing a lot of crying, because the Lord led me to help a foundation of women that been trafficked in abusive relationships. You wouldn't believe it. Again, Loretta, just me try. You can tell me I'm team do too much. You can say that. But
no, because I do the same thing. That's why I think we just have we're really kindred spirits, and I understand, I get it. And the beauty of it is we're doing it sometimes not even feeling good, with some issues in our family, our personal relationships, our businesses, because you have your collection with these fantastic activewear. And girl, I promise you, when I think about wanting to say it's too much, I think about you. I said, God will put you on my heart and say, remember your sister Tamela. Going through too, and you go through it effortlessly. And no matter how good you are, how righteous you are, there's going to be some negativity, right? So people are going to not be happy. They're going to come for you. One thing I love about you and David, and I don't, it's not like I'm, stalking your pages or anything, but I don't see where you respond to anything negative. And I love that because I won't do it either. I don't care how loud you call, because I'm not coming.
Can I give you the answer for that?
Yes, please.
The answer for that, and for those who are listening and watching, is when you, for instance, that person who's making that negative comment, a lot of times they probably have, I'm gonna say, 100 followers. When you go back and lash back at them, you're giving them your thousands or however many followers you have. You're giving them a place to. You're actually sharing your platform.
Yeah, so I'm not doing it.
It's smarter, it's smarter not to say nothing. And then two, it can turn into an argument online where it's like we all start going back and forth because it's like, okay, you're trying to defend yourself and saying, no, that's not what I meant, and this is not what was said. But people are going to be people. You're going to have people because actually what they're doing, they're just trying us. And then in the enemy, the Lord allows him to test us. So sometimes those are just tests to see if we're going to pass the test. Of not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
I don't fall for it anymore, but I used to early on years ago. And I knew it was because the Lord was like, if you're going to cry every time this happens, you're not ready for where I'm taking you.
That's right.
And that's when I like, okay. I became very strong.
It's a learning process. You're right.
It is.
I mean, there were times in the beginning that we did have had responded back, but we learned that it's not going to help. You know what? God bless you. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But just don't follow me. If you don't like what I'm doing, and what I represent, don't follow me.
Just leave. Because I'm gonna talk about God. I'm always gonna be positive. I'm not going to talk about politics at all.
All right.
So let me be in my lane and you be in yours, right? And we'll all get where we're going. So let me keep moving because we only have a couple more minutes.
It's
so
okay.
When you were coming to Memphis, and a lot of my friends were, they went to see you, and it was like, Loretta, can you get her to come to Memphis? I don't want you to come and do a concert. What I want you to do, Tamela, you and David, because marriages, the enemy is against marriages, crazy. And I just want, and I'm not married, but I just know that is a very loving covenant that God created, and he loves and he cherishes it. And I want to help save people's marriage, because one day I'll be married, I'm pretty sure. Right. But I would love for you and David to do that, because I know you wrote the book and you all were doing that for a while. I don't know how you're going to find the time, but yeah, we want you to Memphis.
It is our plan. We were trying to figure out, okay, because I know I'm dropping the album, and then we want to do a relationship tour. Mm-hmm. So it's coming, y'all. It's coming. I promise you. And when we come, y'all better show up and show out, because
raising my hand now.
Because relationships and family is very important to us. And the enemy really, really have been trying us, even in our family, where he tried to raise his head. And like this morning, I sent a prayer to all of us. I said, y'all, let's just pray this prayer. And I love each and every one of you. And it's just, but I just can't give way to him, and I can't allow him to win. Even if we have a misunderstanding, it's not for it to tear us apart. Even though the enemy will come in again like a flood, but we're just trusting God that he's going to lift up a standard. But sometimes God allows things to happen for all of us to learn some things that we have to depend on him. So I'm encouraged, and I am excited. When I tell you, I want to do some marriage stuff too, and on relationships for the people that are married, and to invite the people that are not married, because people always say, well, what about us? So
yeah, we need to come so we'll know what to do and what to stop doing, what to start doing, and all that good stuff. Because I'm taking notes. I'm not like a billionaire yet, but I'm still showing up where billionaires are talking. So I don't know why people wouldn't go to a marriage conference and why they want to leave us out. But I know yours will be different, and we'll be there. Okay, we have less than a minute, Tamela.
You okay? You all right? I'm gonna do you like always. You good?
No, but you know what? We do that.
I know we always do that.
We always do that. I don't want the team mad at me.
They not gonna be mad at you, because it's okay. Go ahead, ask what you're gonna ask.
Okay. So when you are literally going through, because we talk about successes on this show a lot, but I always like to talk about, because everybody's going through something, but they think when you show up, Tamela, you're not going through anything else. You're not. So how do we help them?
So they think.
Yeah, they think.
My thing is when I come, yes, there have been troubled times. Even when we were doing the tour last fall, it was trouble. It was rough. It was hard in the camp for me and my family because of some things that happened. I'm not gonna go into it, but it was really hard. But what I told them, and I told a couple of my kids, I have to do the work of him who sent me.
Yeah.
I love you. And it's not that I'm not paying attention to you guys or anyone just personally in the family, but I can't let distractions distract me from winning souls for the kingdom of God. So when it comes to, I want to be an encouragement and love on my children. Everybody's grown now, but I still want to be there for them. But sometimes the answers may not be from mom and daddy. They may not be from me. It may be from somebody else. And the Lord is trying to get your attention to call on him, like he's trying to get me to call on him for things. And so I have issues and things that happen to me, just like y'all. We're not exempt from trouble just because me and David really are a happy couple. But there is times that we be crying and we be praying too, just like y'all. So It's just because we don't understand some things that happen. But then we have to rely and lean on Jesus. I have to put my trust in him. Just like the things that we be telling y'all on stage when we doing these plays, these movies, and talking about God. We have to live these things. Mr. Perry has to live these things. But we have to go to God and put some prayer time, get on, pray.
Some me time. Yep. Some on your FaceTime.
Yeah. So we all deal with things that we really have to go to God for the answers, because a human may not have the answer, but God can use somebody, send them to get the message to us, for us to really understand and hear that he's calling, he's speaking to you, but you're ignoring it. And a lot of times we be ignoring the signs that we get.
Don't we? We ignored that whisper, right? He got to send a hurricane and a tsunami and all that for me sometimes, because I could be so stubborn and want to do it myself. So getting back to everybody knows your husband. He is hilarious, but he's also very wise and very business savvy. He
is. He's a smart. He's a smart dude. He's a smart dude. You know what I be saying, Loretta? I'll be like, man, babe, why? I be like, Lord, help me to answer like him, because sometimes he be so calm. And we as women, it's not that I get in my feelings, but my response don't be right. So that's been another thing that I've been praying since I've been doing this record. Lord, just help me to just relax, take a deep breath, so my response will be right. I want to give the right response. I don't want to make things worse than what they are.
Yeah.
So those are just things that I do, y'all. And it's not like I don't have problems, because I do have problems. I'm in a great place right now. And I'm just trusting God that it all is working together for my good. And it's called according to his purpose. That's why we're talking about working for me.
Working for me. And I'm telling you, that song will minister to you no matter what season you're in. I have listened to that song so many times. Actually, I'm going to probably play it during our interview, because I'm going to let you go. I want to make everybody happy, right? Because I know they are doing what's best.
I love you. You know, you my homegirl, and I just get to see you when we do interviews. But I really enjoy talking to you, and with your audience, I'm really happy that the Lord has connected us.
I am too. And it was nothing but the grace of God. And that's for another show, because I just love your humble spirit. I love that we talk, and we are not just talking, but we realize that the people that are watching this now and will watch it later, there will be some inspiration for them. There will be some camaraderie that they see two women who are doing their thing and telling you it's not easy, but we keep doing it.
That's right.
We're not going to quit because it's not easy all the time.
It's a greater cause. I mean,
it is a greater cause.
This is for the greater. And it's like, I just know And that's always my thing. It's like, Lord, help me, you know, help me to be a blessing to somebody else, and or say something that can encourage somebody. And same thing for me to even meet somebody that can say something that can encourage me. So I'm doing this thing this weekend for Ordinary Extraordinary Ladies. It's a foundation that I've connected with. This lady who helped women that's been being trafficked for sex trafficking, also abused women, homeless women, women that are pregnant, and she helped find them a place to stay. Y'all, she doesn't like shopping at all. And she was like, Miss Mann, I want you to use your Tamela Mann collection stuff, and I want to do a makeover for these ladies. And I was like, oh, that is great. I said, that is cool. I said, let's do a step further. Y'all, I done helped set up where we're doing a fashion show for the ladies, where we're doing the Tamela Mann collection, where they're doing a casual look. And then I found gowns. We're doing their hair, making them over, I'm dressing them from head to toe. We're doing hair, makeup, jewelry, all the things, the shoes, on the garment shapewear, because y'all know I got the Tamela Mann shapewear, y'all.
That's right. TamelaMann.com, honey.
Yeah. But I'm so excited just to be giving back to these people. And I went to these ladies, not these people, these ladies, and we went and did a fitting yesterday. When I tell you, I was y'all, I'm such a crybaby. I was crying. This one young lady, I was helping her put on her clothes, and she said, thank you for giving me my prom, because I didn't get to go to prom because I was pregnant when my prom happened for school. And my eyes watered up. I said, well, I'm so glad to be a blessing. But when I tell you, when I walked out that room to go to where we had the clothes, I mean, I was told,
couldn't hold it anymore.
My Faith, my sister, she was recording. I said, it's just, I was like, I had the shake voice, y'all.
Oh,
but
wow.
I was like, you never know what people are dealing with, going through, and it's always somebody worse off than you.
That's
and
true.
I'm just so happy to be able to be a blessing. But I didn't go in the name of Tamela Mann. I said, I'm here as a homegirl. I'm one of y'all. I said, I haven't always had. I said, things have not always been good for me. There have been rough times. I have suffered rough times in my life.
Yeah.
But let me encourage those that are listening that God is working in your favor.
He is
If
working.
we just trust him, believe him, he's turning things around.
Yes.
So I just want you to just trust and believe that God is working for you.
Right. Like that song said, if it's not good, he's not done yet.
No.
I love that. So some of the lyrics, can you just give them some? You don't have to sing it. Just say some of the lyrics, because I want them to this song will be an anthem song.
Well, this song, like when it starts out, it says, I must do his will. Daytime's not now, but nighttime's coming. That means it may be good right now. Trouble may be coming, but I'm going to trust him. I must do his will. Then it's like it just goes into the chorus is working for me. Working for me. So that's all you really need to remember. Yeah. Is when they get to that part and y'all hear it, when y'all hear me singing, I just want you to just, when I come in, get to that part, working for me. That's all I want you to remember. He's working for me.
Got it. I don't know what key that's in, but I got it.
It don't even matter. You don't even have to be on tune. All you want to do, you want to crush the devil's head and say, he's working for me.
Honey, that will preach. That by just those 3 words will preach, because girl, my water heater went out. My downstairs AC unit went out. I had a kidney stone, all in a matter of 20 days. And they had sent that song over. And I cried, but I found out that I'm stronger. Stuff that used to take me out, like have me crying and depressed and on my face. Although I do thank God and I do that. But just losing my faith, it doesn't happen like that anymore. I'm so much stronger. I cannot believe how much stronger I am.
This song
is gone through.
This song is talking like as through the eyes of a blind man. You can't see it, but you believe it. It's like even with somebody leading you, we don't know exactly where the Lord is taking us, but we trust in him that he's working for us. But it's like I must live my life like a blind man. I can't see it, but I believe it. I believe it. Woo! I got chills.
That's faith.
I believe, and it's faith because of Christ, we're faith walkers. We're walking by faith, not by sight, not what you can see, but you're trusting again and you're believing that He is working for you. Okay, I gotta go now for real.
I'm gonna let you go for real. I love you. Anything I can do, I want to come to that event. Anything you're hosting, I know how to buy a ticket and come where you are and support you. We're friends.
It happened so fast.
Okay.
I pulled this together basically in like a week and a half.
Sound like me and my Kindle Award. Okay, darling, I love you. I'm so proud of you. And you got a whole lot of people blowing wind beneath your wings. So don't you ever forget it. You're gonna do it.
Thank you. Y'all can download it, stream it.
Download it everywhere you can download music, y'all.
Anywhere you can download music, and make sure you stream it. Tell somebody, help mom and them, because they not making CDs like they used to. So help mom and uncle, grandpa and them download it so they can still hear the song. I love y'all. God bless you. And again, He's working for you.
Yes. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I promise you, I enjoy her coming on so much. And they did tell me, you got 15 minutes. And they tell me every year, every show, that I only got so much time. And I want to honor that because it means so much for her to take the time to do it. And I know they got her scheduled. But then when she says, keep going, I'm torn. Do I keep going because she says it's okay, or stop because they said she has a hard stop because she has other stuff to do? And so hopefully we landed in the middle with that. But I love when she comes on because I'm always inspired. It's always what I need when I need it. And I hopefully, and I pray that is what you need as well. Please download the song. Don't just listen to it on YouTube or when they put a little out there on social media. They have to make money so they can keep producing. And she just told you how she gives and she does. And they don't, like you all on here that are watching Relationship Matters with Danny and Amelia, Lorraine Magna. That's my girl. I should know how to pronounce that. And Al and Michelle, they're on here. A lot of people are watching. We're not broadcasting. Hey, I just helped a family. I just sent a family here. I just did this. My son, Nick Nova, the poet, the spoken word artist, he's coming up next. He has a big project that's being released, but he literally, and he's always been this way as a child, will give somebody the shirt off his back. He'll give his backpack away, his jacket, his tennis shoes. If somebody needs it, he literally, like my dad, will take it off and give it to them. So I just want to thank you all so much for your support because it means the world. And I don't just do this show because I like talking or something. I want it to be impactful. Because once I stop being impactful, I got to stop. So as long as I'm impactful, it's not about numbers or dollars, although, it's a business. It needs all of that. It needs your donations. It needs your support. It needs you sharing and liking and all that good stuff. But I do it because I know it's my calling and I want to make a difference and I want to make a huge impact. Right. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Tamela Mann is super amazing. Working for Me is the first single on this new album. Fight, Breathe. I left out a word, but it's three powerful words. And I'll get that for you. I'm just full right now because I needed this conversation too. And I hope you all needed it too. Nick Nova, you're so awesome. You all, please go like Nick Nova. He has a new project coming out. He's been doing some teasers on there, and you're going to love it. It's as a mom and as a supporter and a fan of his, I can't wait. So you all will be getting this special invitation to come to the book signing and the release and all that good stuff. But let's support each other. All you are doing fantastic work. I am a storyteller. You have me right here. I want to tell your stories too. You don't have to be Tamela Mann, but they reach out to me, right? And say, hey, can you? And you can do the same thing. I'm right here. I want to tell your stories. Relationship Matters. They're doing the most incredible work when it comes to healthy relationships and healthy marriages. So there's Shirley. Hey, lady. She's always on, especially mornings with Loretta. And she's always sharing. She's in North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I actually thought she was here because I feel so connected and close to her when she's on. But anyway, I have to go too. Like I said, I'm working on getting this unit downstairs repaired, and it is warm in here. And no, there's not a glow. It's actually perspiration is warm. But anyway, I love you all. And don't you dare quit on your dreams, because guess what? Your dreams will never, ever quit on you. And just because it gets difficult is not your sign from God saying quit. If that's why you want to give up, you think he's telling you to quit. No, God is too profound and powerful to not be clear on his directions. If he called you to it, he's going to see you through it, right? So, and yes, it's going to get bumpy. There's not a ship or a boat that has not experienced, or airplane that hasn't experienced turbulence, and a ship or a boat hasn't experienced some waves coming in and want to knock it off its course. That's what it's built for. But you have something so unique inside of you. It's so more powerful, bigger, greater than any opposition to you. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare quit. Watch this video again. Download that song so you'll have access to it. Until the next time, think positive, dream big dreams, help someone along the way. And guess what? We'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.